Alright, we are so back. Welcome back, everybody. This is Cities Skylines 1. I've just been doing a few episodes of Cities Skylines 2, but I'm actually more excited to play Cities Skylines 1 again than I am Cities Skylines 2. I'm so much more familiar with Skylines 1. I've got all these, all the mods. I know how to work it. I know there's so much more depth in the Cities Skylines 1 modded version I have now than I do with Cities Skylines 2 as it is currently. That I was playing it and I'm like, I just want to get back into Cities Skylines 1 where I can have such a higher amount of control over the world that I built. So I am back, and it's been a while with all of the Christmas period and new job roles and stuff where I have a lot less time to do stuff, to be honest. So getting back into it if we can. I don't even really remember where we were. Actually, let me just change it, because I changed the shadows, but I want further shadows because then that gives a much better look, so it doesn't look so stark. We want those faraway shadows of buildings. I have, as you may see, replaced this with a new building because a lot of my mods turned off in between some update. I don't know. I don't think they're really updating Skylines ones, but when I turned it on, a bunch of mods had disabled themselves. I had to re-enable them. Now, a lot of they still subscribed, so I re-enabled them. A few of them had, and procedural objects as one of them, had apparently caused an issue where, I don't know, some of the objects had disappeared. Either that, or I had somehow unsubscribed from the asset. I thought the asset I used originally was actually a vanilla asset, but I can't find it, so I guess not. Anyway, long story short, I found this one in the workshop, and I downloaded it, and it actually looks better. So I think I'm just going to keep this one. I've done the same thing where we can pretend this was the old historical European-styled town city hall. So it was like government's building way back in the day. And a central government has probably moved to a new building, which I have not built yet. I'll actually get onto that, decide where it's going to go. But for now, this is not it. I'm drinking Ouzo tonight. I'm not sure if you like Ouzo. It's a bit of a polarizing drink. I really like it. I've got some. And cheers. Alright, so what we're going to do, I forget what I said I was going to do this episode. But anyway, I'm just going to do some building. I'm going to fill out this area, and some of this area, and then some of this area, and just kind of get this this shit filled out. I always like I said, I really want to just get stuff filled out, then kind of iterate and build from there. Instead of, which I almost like more than building from scratch. I like to see, I feel a lot better building the city now that I have a lot of it covered by stuff. Whereas if this was, that's why I put all this down, right? If this was all greenfield, I would feel a bit lost. I feel a bit lacking. I like to actually kind of build it from the ground up. Get a really basic draft of the whole island, and then iterate in little bits and then make it better. And so we go. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let me move around my OBS screen so I can have a look at Matrix recording. That's fine. And let's get into this. I think I will, like I said, I'm just going to fill out this area with random stuff, which is what I do a lot, right? I just pick random areas and then put stuff down, and then hope it works. So I've downloaded a fair few assets since we've last arrived, because I'm always checking out the workshop, and this side's flat and this side's flat, so I guess these should kind of go together if they could, but then that looks a little bit weird. Can I fill in that gap anywhere? If I put that there, that doesn't really help us. I kind of want to just cover up this little bit here, and I'm not sure that's a solution. If I move that, can I leave that as an alleyway? I suppose so. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that as a little alleyway. It's supposed to have car parks back there, but let's be honest, that's not gonna happen. But we can pretend that they are. We go, we scoot, scooter. Let's pretend that these are scooter parking, and go bam, 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 bam. I shouldn't say bam so much, shouldn't. And then grab all these, and then go there, like there, like there, like there. And who cares if it's, what do you call it? Disabled? We'll just do that. That is a bit close to that though. If I... Can I grab just all of this, please? Try and move that a bit further away. Give that a little bit more breathing room. That's really okay. And no, it's gonna look back there anyway, so that's fine. I really should be putting down some more scooters to get that kind of southeastern feel, but right, for right now, we are not gonna be doing that level of detail, but I would like to. But you get bored if I spend so long just like placing down new video scooters. So even though I don't care because this is really just for me, I will not do that just yet. It's really, I just do this because for some reason, just doing these videos makes me feel like I can, makes me want to make the city more than when I do stuff alone for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Let's put some more, because really most of the area in a city is probably going to be residential. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So let's put some goddamn residential in. These are all, it's kind of a set. No, not this one though. It's just like a long, thin one. That could be useful. So I think all the ones at the top are the most recently subscribed. So that's, you'll see a lot of new ones at the top. Where will I put this one? Kind of want a mix of different heights. Have like a realistic look. So we get a few slightly taller ones. This could be a good example. Some of these together, these are very Hong Kong King. A little bit dated, but that's kind of what we go for here. And then, oh, this one's quite nice. But can that fit there in the corner? Not that way, to be honest. So you find that I could put it on this corner here, or I could in fact put it here. This is a nice asset. It's looking good. It's pretty modern, Western looking build. Something that could go well with these buildings here. That's the fact that kind of doesn't quite sit perfect, but that's okay. I mean, it can have a slightly offset ground texture. We could always put something along the ground to make it blend in a little bit. Sounds okay. Sounds okay. Looks okay. Yeah, you could see that. Or I could put it along here. To be fair, that might work better. Yeah, I'll leave that there for now. I think that looks nice. And we've got the housing demand still, so we can put this down. Not that it really matters. I'm not doing this for fulfilling the demand exactly. That is strange to having just played Skylines 2 to see the less granular demand thing here. So we'll leave those. What are these ones? I've downloaded a bunch of Puerto Rico assets. So, this was Hong Kong, is it? Really? Hong Kong, Rico. That's very interesting. But I did download a bunch of Puerto Rican assets recently, so I thought these would be along the top. I think so. That's what these ones are. Residencia Canarias. See, that sounds Spanish, right? I wasn't lying. But apparently, these are Hong Kong Street, San Hong Street, Hong Kong. Right. So these would actually be appropriate to have in this area. So I'm gonna put these down here, and I need a street that comes up this way. Tiny narrow alleyway, perfect. You go up to at least here. Can put that there, although I'm not sure if that, yeah, that fits all enough. I'll move these across so they fit better. And then you're all good, and then you fit there. And I'm not sure if I'm going to fit anything along here unless I just want to have another one that blends in like that. Which, to be fair, she works pretty well. At least the same height. Those are the same. Should make those up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll keep that. I think they'll do those together. So those is a little bit of a older one, and these ones are older as well, to be fair. So what else we can fit in here? Okay, so these are Kowloon Walled City assets. So wherever I'm going to put these, they're definitely not going to be the nice part of town eventually. So we'll maybe go a little bit easy on those, but obviously there are parts where there'll be these old apartment buildings. In fact, in my sort of staged city version, there should actually be a lot of the city that has these kind of old, decrepit apartment buildings like this. Really, we should be investing in more of those to get a more realistic look. So let's I'll put some of these down, maybe. Let's do another row of kind of older, not so nice looking Hong Kong buildings along here. These are tall Hong Kong buildings, like a newer Hong Kong building. So put that one there. Similar, put that next door. Maybe we'll do a tall block like there. Looks a bit like Eastern European looking, but I think that's okay for now. And these ones, still wanna have like a mirror of this, kind of like backing up to that. I'll do that. We have like a block of old, cheap apartment buildings. We could go like here to there, and then cross like that. How does this look? We're down here. I mean, not great, but that's kind of the point. Do we want that like angle? Is what I'm thinking. Can I fix this up a little bit so it's a little bit neater? And by neater, honestly, I probably mean like more appropriately scuffed, because it's not supposed to look exactly neat now, is it? Question is, do we want this to be this is like a little mini Kowloon Walled City right here. Is this where we want our poor part of the city? This is kind of supposed to be the poor part, but it's not really worked out that way. You know what? We're gonna leave this here and see if we like that or want to change it. But no more Kowloon assets for now, and then we'll try to make the rest of it actually look halfway decent. We can. Not a lot of these assets. I downloaded a shit ton of all just the same shit, to be honest. I have to sift through a lot of these ones. That is a big ass building right there. And we can have some like lower, less high rise assets behind. And yeah, maybe just plug you in there. And then have like another set. Like, again, definitely like mass built housing projects, not like supposed to be luxury or anything like that, but definitely appropriate and valuable for the city as they're building it here. Whoa, this one's huge. Look at this. That is pretty cool, actually. Not going to be used right now. It's just this time of day to make it a little bit brighter. Hold on. Where are we? Let's just adjust time of day back to make it a little bit nicer looking. Oh my god, it's so long. I could fit it just right there, so almost perfectly. Not quite perfectly. That's pretty incredible though. I'm gonna just remember that. I'm looking at these right now. So do that like that, I think, and then if we make that's not at all what I wanted to put down. Let's say if we do that, we make these pedestrianized, and then what do I want to do elsewhere? I want to do a parking lot, maybe. Like these places should have been built with parking lots. Just judging by the look of them, you know. You can do that's probably too wide. Yeah, that works pretty well. I'll do that, and then we can put that there, that there, and we can straighten that out a little bit to make that fit in. I think I should concrete this area over. Pretty much everywhere that's not a park is going to be concrete by default, but I still like to do in stages. Don't like to what's the phrase I'm trying to say? I don't know. Don't want to put the horse before the cart. Anyway, I don't like to concrete before I know it's going to be concrete. This is why I concrete as I put stuff down. Even though I know most of this is going to be concrete anyway. Okay, there's a few buildings down here. Done this little back alley with just a little bit of detail, just to get a little bit of a sense of there being something here. I think I have to add a few more of these more decrepit areas. I think more around in this area to replace this old historical housing to kind of show you that this isn't so much of an anomaly. Because this would have been a very small, limited space with a large influx of people and large houses that need to be built in a country that was rapidly industrializing and rapidly growing in its economy and population, kind of like we saw in China a few decades ago. So this is kind of just we need a few more leftover places of this kind of exploding population, lower income areas around the place to complement this as a part of its history before it starts to replace it all with these brand new pieces. And this is kind of one of the few places that will still be holding on, that will be replaced in time. We've got some empty space here. I think we have some area where we can put some commercial, I think. But we'll try not to make it look too nice either. You know, this should be a little bit more. I mean, we've got these kind of older style commercial, parts of the city, and to be honest, this kind of works for the look that we are going for here. But I'm not sure if these specific ones will work. This kind of works that they've created these poor apartments, and you've got a little balcony, but they built these buildings right in front, so you're not even allowed to have a view of anything. They're sort of being covered up by a lack of enforcement of any kind of standards. Plus, no one really cares enough about this area to care that their views were getting obstructed, and in fact, it was probably good for the government to have this covered as much as possible so people could see it. It does kind of seem like I'm just making up law to justify stuff in building and not vice versa, but what are you going to do? That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh my god. 1 second. My headphones ran out of battery. Hold on. I've been using them like all day, and I think they have given up life. Alright, so back again. Okay, what do we put here? Some kind of... I think if we find some kind of commercial building instead of a residential, I think around the end here, but too many of these ones I have here are too big for most. Okay, these two work pretty well together. I can definitely work with that as a corner building. And then staircase one. Oh, that does look a bit weird from this side, doesn't it? But that's okay, because there's another one. And I can put you there. And this side looks a bit blank and also clips into this. So maybe I can just push it into this one. That works really well. And then they just can share the thingy that go down. You know what I'm talking about. We'll leave this. But actually, if we do like a billboard, right? We could have a freaking billboard, bro. An absolute William board over here. And I want a bigger one. Big billboard. Maybe this one with the Nicadoo. Yeah, what a big one. A large boy. And then maybe we'll put some underwear ones down the bottom here. Then those ones there. And then we can do a little bit of a pedestrian path to go behind here. Okay, my new thing for props is just to put a bunch of scooters freaking everywhere. Just go bam, bam, and even more. I mean, this might break my game, so maybe I need to get rid of these at some point. But bam, just a crud ton of scoots for all these guys. So I think some commercial in this little corner. If I want to have something that's that approximate angle, could be used for there.